The games where you do get there are pretty cool. Usually involve some weird pivot. Yeah, these kind of suck though. Take a spiky shield. Bandages is a 20 heal. If I knew I was gonna get an ATM, maybe. Let's go for succulents. Good XP on day one. Take this fight, get maximum succulent scaling. You do get less succulent scaling this patch. Granted, said to check my stream out. Oh, cool. Is that why I had a burst of followers like an hour ago? Makes sense. Hey, hand to fight. Yeah, I'll probably check out the Q&A off stream later when I can watch it at like 2x. Q&A thoughts? I haven't watched it. I can't watch content like that live. I don't know. I always need to watch it at like 2x speed. I'm too spoiled by YouTube's ability to 2x everything.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you finish a fight.
3? Not only does this cost 4, but the scaling was nerfed. Pain. Let's try to
Use it
bob,
well.
maybe?
Make me proud.
Ugh.
Nufo teaches stillness. I prefer action.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's a bug. I think I go here because it buffs the bob. This doesn't buff the bob. If I knew I was going to get Curio, I would not have wasted 8 gold at the weapon shop. But I guess this is the board. We're probably dead to most dualies.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabal.
Hopefully no Ignition Core. Okay, we can beat this dually, I think. Except the first Aiden heals all the we win in fatigue, right? It's just a very cringe fight. Hey, damage hands. I think I'm still overestimating how strong I expect an average opponent to be on day one with no skills. It's not just me that's constantly going into day one feeling really weak. It's every board is really weak. That's really good. Okay, we found a direction. I should have read the other options, but realistically, we're never clicking an option other than that. Oh, Bush is completely different than it used to be. This only heals now. Yeah. Or just so weak, Dually is now allowed to win day one. To be fair, Burn Core Dually was always capable of winning day one, and was probably always favored to win day one. But now there's like not even that much competition for Burn Core Dually. He just stomps everybody. That was the Reyna stream. I also haven't watched it yet. This is my second XP. City Mayor. Come on, Og Weaponry. Oh, Vanessa's the real day one loser. To be fair, on every hero I go into fight one feeling like I'm going to lose to something most of the time, but Vanessa's probably the worst. Pig at least has that extra HP. Like, if I'm playing non-Ignition Core Dually, I'm usually not feeling that strong either. She doesn't even have Life Preserver. I guess. But Dennis relied on his early skills so much. Yeah. It's so hard to get flat damage scaling on Vanessa now. It was always really important to get flat scaling, but now it's just so much harder. Small and large items. Sure. There are some good larges that you can hit. All the smalls are nice buys for the llama. And Q&A was pretty good. Insightful about thought process and direction he wants to take the game. That's good to hear. Good to hear. I definitely should check it out at some point.
Medium is the size of dignity.
Every time. Every time. I'm probably playing the dog? I could rewards card this up. If I just sell the rewards card after going to Curio, I can kind of afford a lot of stuff. Did I remind him of himself? Oh, that's nice to hear.
Just close your eyes and grab something.
Yeah, I figured I was mentioned when I looked up at my other monitor after I woke up and saw that there was, like, randomly a bunch of follows. Oh, right.
Everyone has enough. That's been sitting there 20 years. Wait.
Can't make this work, right?
Hooey! Now that's a bargain.
Arch convince pigs large shops can only ever make money tree before day 5. Yeah, I don't know exactly how items work.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home.
Yeah, there are a few bronze large items for pig though, aren't there? Hold up, now I'm curious. Pig, bronze, large. Bob, fixer-upper, money tree. Yeah, then when you get to silver, there's 14 large items clogging up the pole shop. I'd rather not sell the customer card. Let's just do this. I guess I could sell the bushel. I don't think I'm playing this anymore.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
I did maybe not recognize that I was leveling here, but that's okay. Life. Buff the dog. It's so silly that chocolate doesn't give gold, but stuff like scrap does, when stuff like scrap is generally a lot more powerful. Did I click the wrong thing, or did I just get scammed? It would not be the first time that I've gotten scammed this patch.
Are you sure? Have you...
I thought you only got scammed when you had the item in your inventory already. Like, the one time I got scammed before was when I took the plus weapon scrap, but I already had a bronze one in my inventory. Bonk. Pull before day 5. They were supposed to. I don't know that they actually did. I know it wasn't working on patch day. I don't know if they were able to change that server side after the patch. You see him today? Okay. Yeah, I haven't been paying too much attention to him. Because, like, without being able to roll him, he kind of sucks anyway. But... Let's get 3 regen. Should be plenty of pressure.
I've got a lot of work to do, but this'll be fun!
Oh yeah, Turbo enchants are crazy. Cost the job, the hour spent on it, they're half the value now. Yeah. They're also just like the most expensive shop. So the item has to be good for you to want to pick something up. And it's just so much less likely that you see one of the things you're looking for now. It might still be fine on Dooley. Like, Dooley gets Solar Farm, Pylon, Combat Core, Force Field as potential build-arounds.
Knew that would happen, didn't care!
I guess Vanessa gets Cove pretty reliably, since it's a bronze.
Believe you'll win, and
Maybe it just sucks on Pig.
but not against me.
It still just feels really bad to go to. I don't know. Let's go to
Size
Andy.
deletes the brain. Mine is highly constant. Shall I gift wrap it for you?
I don't know, a lot of the large items give you... Like, when you buy a force field, that's 3 slots on your board that you don't need to fill anymore. And a lot of the time, the large item will give you direction as well, so you know what other stuff you want to be buying for the rest of the game.
Remember, diamonds come in small boxes. Tell everyone you got it here.
Vanessa's bronze larges
For your size.
currently are all really good. Cove, Trebuchet, Crow's Nest. Does Vanessa only have 3 bronze larges? Oh. I never realized that. What happened to Puffer? He got disabled. Just the Tricky with the crit stuff gone. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I can already see
Yeah, no, I think I'm pretty low on Crow's Nest this patch. Cove and Trebuchet are definitely really good, though. Five force field games, all wins as the hot picks. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've bought a force field all patch, but I can imagine that it's fine. Like, it's still easier to get crit on it than it was before, with the 3 loot item option, giving you silver and gold eagle talismans. Goes generally just an econ item. Sometimes you can play it with certain skills, just because it's a large item that activates quickly. There are a bunch of skills that care about that. It's an aquatic. What is this? I don't want any of these. I guess 4 gold?
now that's quality.
I'm here to
This is basically dead now.
defeat you.
Trebuchet is really good. There are some high rolls that you can play for too. Like Figurehead is still really strong. It's just so hard to get flat damage on Vanessa that if you commit to playing a pile of weapons board and don't find your flat damage, you are gonna have a really shitty game.
You seem like a nice person. Maybe too nice.
I think the big problem with Vanessa is there's just not enough ways to get flat damage. Before, you could sort of lean on your starting skill to hold you over, and then there was Figurehead and a bunch of scaling skills that you could get into the mid-late game, and that was how you supported everything. Now it's like, there's no starting skill. All of your weapons had their scaling from level ups nerfed. People are valuing HP more, so if you're playing an ammo build, you're just giga sad. The scaling from level ups is mostly gone. Like, getting the... What are they even called? Are they called whetstones? Getting whetstones from level up is worse than the level up options that were removed from Vanessa. The one that either buffed all your weapons by your level, or how many weapons you had, or like buffed your leftmost by how many weapons you have. There were a bunch of those before, and now those are gone. Sharpening stone. Sharpening stone.
My dreams are too big for you to steal. My people believe.
But yeah, as far as getting flat damage on items, it's basically Figurehead or bust. Yeah, I agree. I like Trebuchet. I think Trebuchet is very good.
Next
Bonk.
time I'll show you what I learned from this.
It's only no pain, no gain.
Now that was invigorating.
Yeah, for level ups. Yeah, there's a bunch of things that are crazy. Like, Diamond Figurehead is as good as it ever was, but good luck getting Diamond Figurehead early. Or Figurehead in general early. Just like finding a silver medium item is very difficult. And now you don't get the guaranteed level up on level 6 to upgrade it. What did the Puffer emergency removal path do more than remove Puffer, if anything? I don't understand the question. Oh, the patch. The patch. You can see the notes here. Typos are so much harder to parse when they're actual English words.
Step right up. Let's start the show.
This was
The flames
scarier than I thought.
fickle lover.
Huh.
It's all about motivation. More is more, I always say.
92 life versus econ item. Let's get that going.
Oh, come on then. Let's get this over with.
See, this one rolled a silver, and it still decided to give me money tree.
Makes a sale. I hope that brat Quixel was watching.
Wandering Shoal has a pufferfish. My record on this being useful has been really bad. And to be fair, it's bad on this board unless I get crit or CDR. But we'll just get CDR. I'm happy with that. You can hold this in case we get a matchbox. Maybe there's a pivot there.
You do see these tusks, right?
Ow. Oh, not ow. I think I can beat this though. He just beat me in fatigue. Yep. Yeah.
I can see you're going places, but I'll be chasing you.
We go Kiryu. Where did you come from? Known bug? Wait, really? It's just my first time fighting against a Piggle? Interesting.
Reuse, recycle, relax. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Just pig things. The things we do for haste.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain.
Will chat yell at me if I exit to main menu so that I can roll into a second Rocket Boots? Oh no, I disconnected. What are... Darn.
You see landfill, I see buried treasure.
Probably should buy these.
Hooey! Now that's a
Let's
bargain.
buff the Bob. Darn. Yeah, it never works when you want it to, but technically that is a bug that exists.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
It still works this patch. I only know because I actually disconnected in a shop yesterday. And then rolled into something that was in the shop already.
That's been sitting there 20 years, waiting for you.
Yeah, it used to be really big for large item shops when you could roll pull. It was not that hard to find the same item twice.
Warms my
Probably
rusty
should have used
circuit.
this, but
See that find on.
whatever. My board is mostly filler. Need to get a bronze item upgrade for this. The difference between 1 second of haste and 2 seconds of haste is huge.
Believe you'll win, and you'll
One might even say 2 seconds of haste is twice as good as 1 second of haste. You're killing me. We get it, but... No. I have to upgrade the Bob. I didn't realize it was upgrading silvers already. Okay, well...
moving up
I
in the
guess.
world.
It's actually better than twice as good. That's true, yeah, because you have... It goes from 1 in 4 uptime to... Wait. Yeah, it goes from quarter uptime to half uptime. Isn't that twice as good? Or am I thinking about it wrong? When you're done... You think we're ever going to be done with this?
I've come
Do you know how
too
scuffed the
far
haste
to let
options
you
are on
stop.
Pig? This is on our board the entire game.
Oh, you'd make a lovely statue.
The things we do to get speed on Pig.
You beat me. I kind of
Not all Jabalians are pacifists.
I didn't sell the spider. Yes. We're hitting all the upgrades. Let's go. Yeah, we go here instead of chocolate. I care way more about buffing this than I care about buffing the dog.
Good taste. You're a smart one for your size. I think that suits you beautifully.
I don't know why I still have that.
Buyer's remorse never. Be remorseless.
Loop is so bad now. It's still an econ item that only takes up 1 space. It probably doesn't need to be gold, but like compare it to cash register.
Are you sure? Have you noticed I'm huge? Hmm?
Bonk! Oh fuck, what?
You've got potential. I bet I'll see you again. All things in moderation. Now that's quality.
There's a pretty good chance I end up playing this.
Moving up in the world. Not what I'd call tasteful, but very well. Large items, small items, grotesque excess.
Yeah. My biggest problem with it is just I'd never see it.
You see that, Barker? That's
I'm actually not sure that I have seen a loop in my shop the entire patch. Holly and Drum is the haste option for Pig. Yes, and is significantly worse than Rocket Boots. It is indescribably worse than Rocket Boots. It would take so many words to describe how many ways this is worse than Rocket Boots that I do not have time for them all on this stream. playing this anyway. It becomes kind of interesting, but free life. How much HP does Infernal have? 2,000. So I need 2 Bob swings. Do I live to 2 Bob swings with no shield? Probably.
I can use you or consume you.
Haste, surely. I mean, this is still like a what, 5-second cooldown. But yeah, we're fine.
You seem like a nice
Infernal Greatsword. Deal 2 damage, burn equal to this item's damage. This item gains damage equal to your enemy's burn for the fight. Is there ever a world where we can make this better than Bob? Or is it just 50 gold? And by 50 gold, I mean a bajillion life. I hate not playing this, but pretty sure it's correct to be playing the dog. I don't really have another playable.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabalians.
I have no speed control. Bonk.
No hard feelings.
These are also not the items you want on the other side of the Ignition Core. You probably don't want any items on the other side of the Ignition Core. This thing is supposed to be temporary. It's pretty good though. Could just go to the docks, build my gold back up. This most likely to be a small item.
The smaller the portions, the finer the meal.
Let's gonna cycle this now.
Tell everyone you got it here. Remember, diamonds come in small boxes.
Yeah, my whole board's a bunch of temporary things, but they seem to be making themselves permanent. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
You wanna buy that? I mean, excellent choice.
I need generic scrap, just so that I can get Eagle Talismans so Bob can crit. This damage is gonna fall off soon. Take a shield item. It's Econ, I guess. I have Bird Yo-Yo for it.
Can't buy class had neither.
Like, there's sort of a pivot somewhere around here. If we get booby trap, maybe? Bonk for the bonk board.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
It's also really good. Gotta sell something. So this is least likely to make it onto the board now. It's a 4-second slow. Could feed the dog some chocolate, but I don't really want to make bench space. We get a haste
Don't
item
like to
here.
change
It's
of
better than
clothes,
rocket
'cause
boots.
You're gonna get dirty.
I'll roll 2 more times. Could just take safe. Get enough space. Okay, 1 more roll. Yeah.
That looks like the Cretaceous era.
Oh, come on then. Let's get this over with. Happy to exploit you. I mean, help you.
This wasn't silver? It's just worse than Bob.
Profit is profit, according to the GSM manual. My dreams are too big for you to steal.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
Pretty sure we're fine. Yeah, I don't know what I was even
Bring her about!
close to worried
I've
about.
got another salvo in me.
Wow.
Now that was invigorating.
Huh. Okay. Put those in there for now. One crit. Guess I need the gold. May as well. That's not what I did, but okay. We either go for 3 XP or try to get the antifreeze. We probably need the antifreeze.
Come here. Even fewer leave. Compost, I am not.
Not all Jabalians are pacifists.
Skills versus 10
Not
regen.
enough defense. You'll barely even need an offense.
Yeah, not what I'm looking for. I wanted the when you hit half-life, get a bunch of shield. Bob and Dog. We are playing Bob and Dog. Too bad. Maybe if we building crescendo.
Here's the enemy. Here's you. Shield goes in the middle. Simple, right?
You can't get haste skills on this hero, right? Succulents was the starting item. Neither. We got this from Fight 2, and we got this from an early shop, and then upgraded it on day 2. Let me just check. Skills, pig, weapon tag. Arms dealer, big guns, boar market, brawler, cash deposits. These are all terrible. These are exclusively terrible. Anemic was the starting choices. If Succulents was the best one. I mean, Succulents isn't the worst. It's still on my board. I forgot what it was between. It was either Succulents or... There's some medium item that I was considering, too.
My people believe
Nah, it wasn't Suitcase. I probably would have taken Suitcase.
boring.
Get him, dog!
You've got potential. I bet I'll see you again.
Discounts for peace.
A little late on the lemonade. Jabali and Drum's back. Wow.
You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
Some days I'm the teacher.
Nanobots.
Other days the student, as it should be.
They gain extra damage for every small friend you have. Why do I bother? Why do I even try? This could matter, but that's a 24 gold on the off chance that this actually comes together.
You'll learn more from one day in the Bazaar than a decade in academia.
So we can get 10 extra scaling on Bob, or I am just upgrading Rocket Boots. The things we do for haste. I guess now that we're level 11, the pivot's definitely not happening. There's too many gold items that I need to spike. I gotta hope that Bob gets there. Cog. Well, at this point, the Rocket Boots is better than the Cog, because the Boots hastes two things.
Believe you'll win, and you'll win.
Ooh.
But not against me.
Hey, Theta. I give up my 3-second freeze, but... I mentioned that I like haste. Also a better trigger for the marbles. And my marbles are really good.
This world is full of noise. You must find the quiet.
I'm not gonna have it for the first swing, but I think that's okay.
The Bazaar is a rabid beast.
At least that gives us good reach. If fights are going long and we're against defensive boards. You replace boots with dog. Boots and dog with cog and a good large when you find it. Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Right now the dog is kind of important reach. Like, this Bob's not actually that good at killing in 2 shots. Or at least it wasn't until building Crescendo. And having the extra 500 damage was pretty big. ATM with Crescendo. I think ATM's worse than everything on my board. Like, these are already as fast and smaller than the ATM. The dog isn't that much slower, and it's also providing a lot of damage. But with Bird... I think your item quality just takes too big of a dip. Like, how long does this take to become good? Like, even with this, we're not getting it online until 2nd cycle. 3 seconds... This is like 2. 1-ish. Let's say 2. 3. 4-ish. 3-ish. 4. 5. Yeah, I think we get like 50% crit the second time they attack. And with this we'll have like 60% crit. But we're cutting 500 damage from our board to do it. Do I need this? I'd rather go here because it buffs the Bob. I don't think that's going back in.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
What? Opponent does not have a board, right? What the fuck? Nah, I haven't. I was gonna watch it later when I can, like, put it on 2x.
Now you can learn a lot from losing.
I have been spoiled by YouTube. I can't watch content live anymore. Consumer coded behavior. Yeah, maybe. It saves so much time, though. Like, you can consume twice as much content in the same amount of time.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you finish a fight. And when you carry my weapon, I fight alongside you.
You've done well, dog.
Use it well. Make me proud.
I'm gonna put Subway Surfer in the corner. No, it's just...
Enjoy the thrill of battle.
Look, I'm just so used to hearing people talk on 2x speed. It's not my fault. I blame YouTube. Juggler's nuts. 4 XP gets me the level for player fight, though. So let's do that.
Let's release our joy and rage. The Bazaar is corrupt. Let the desert cleanse you. It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Yeah, he's been in chat a couple times. And he was gifted the sub after he was already in chat that night. It wasn't like the gift sub was out of nowhere. Bazaar is unusually whiny, even by gamer sub standards. Is it? Is it unusually whiny? I feel like the bigger the audience, the more whiny it gets. I feel like that's the correlation, right? Like, I always feel like the bigger the game that I'm playing is, the more loud the complainers seem. Just because as a ratio, the complaints tend to gravitate towards the top of the discussions.
If I don't
Bigger
have
the
what
audience,
you
the more
need,
established the
I'll
metagame
help you
gets.
find who does.
Maybe.
If it's not right for you, bring it back.
I think I agree in principle. I
I used to
almost feel like it
offer
hasn't
you
applied to this game just because of the lack of
thought it was
matchmaking.
weird.
Experience is treasure. I will share mine with you. As long as you draw breath, your training's not complete.
More life. Like, when static metagames start to become a big problem is when there's, like, a layer of MMR where everyone is doing the same thing, and you just keep running into that same thing. It's not usually at the very top of a ladder, but it tends to be where most people accumulate.
I should warn you.
I don't know, like, there's definitely some comps that you see a lot more than others, but it never felt like the whole ladder was one thing. Chrono Barrier? Rinjo Barrier? People decide the meta before they even play the patch. I think that's definitely true, yeah. There definitely have been some midweek metagame developments. Like, I think the patch on patch day... Okay, the patch, like, 2 days after patch day has been different than the day before patch day. Every week, I think? Like, week 1 shifted from Skyscraper to Weapon Vanessa. Week 2, I feel like everyone was just doing everything the whole time. I don't know what the meta was on week 2. Week 3 went from Puffer to Crook, I think. Week 4 was last week. That was where everyone started out playing Weapons and Puffer, then slowly moved over to, like, Flagship. People started respecting Dually at the end of the week. Dagger Repeater. Dagger Repeater was a thing week 2, yeah. Are we about to 10-win with this board? No pivot required. How'd that happen?
May the first fire shine upon you.
I hate not being able to roll these shops so much. These are the one shop that I felt definitely should not have lost the roll button. These shops are so much fun to look at. You just see stuff out of these shops that you're almost never going to see.
Fire's not for everyone. Perhaps you're more of a frostling.
So this time we're leveling either way. So let's try to get Juggler. so many pivot opportunities. Yeah, they led the unique builds, too. I'm about to say a sentence that is going to sound unhinged, but man, when first Aiden gives haste to my rocket boots, my board is so much better.
Cast aside your death
It
threat.
sounds pretty hinged to you.
You're all
Just
right.
feels so wrong.
You need it.
Doesn't seem like the thing that should matter.
Use that for the good of all. I can feel our energies resonating.
Tech was actually rocket boots between Beast and Cog.
This experience today. Your aura guided me to what you needed.
If this gives me the 20% shield skill, that's better than this.
Some forge boss say I hide behind my shields.
And sometimes it doesn't, and we just waste an hour. That's fine, too. We probably don't need this hour. I'm all in. What's a Vanessa gonna do? Vanessa can't beat this board. What are they gonna have, dock lines?
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
We do have dock line. Oh, fuck. Dock line's powder keg. Oh, no. And they froze my rocket boots?
You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
You can learn if the elder could
Get him,
see
Bob.
now.
If they didn't freeze my rocket boots, they might have won that. But because they froze my rocket boots, I got to build more crescendo before the Bob attacked. I can't believe this was a 10 win. Yeah, it had 20% crit. It wasn't likely to work, but it could have. It just looks like Heggs hits at full charge because the cooldown is so long. The last little bit takes forever. Did I have that one already? I don't know if I had that one. I did not have that one yet. Cool. After the chest is so slow, you're gonna wait until you have 10 every time? I get too excited to open them. I can't wait.